Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late August 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Piscean people out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Shuffle it up here one time and see what we got for you. And God, Spirit Team, talk to me about Pisces, please. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what's going on for Pisces. My guides, talk to me. What's up? What we got for my friends? There we go. That card flipped out real quick like, okay. Yeah, this is a common thing. You know, I say it almost every week, and I'm part of the Pisces Collective myself, and we always have this thought-based, imaginative type of energy that leads us off. And the Pisces Collective is known for this type of energy and this. And I feel like I get this ballerina card for you more than I do any other sign. I really do. And it is all about that mental lushness, and we'll talk about it in a moment. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading, let's talk about it. So, let me describe the scene here. We have two figures. One, they're little clown ballerinas, and one looks like she's laying down, taking a snooze. One is right here on top, walking a tightrope. I always feel like this one down here is imagining doing that. So for a lot of you, maybe you're future focused in this time. Maybe you're thinking about what's coming down the road, what you want to do, where you want to go, where you want to live, anything in that realm. So this could be just a future focus, but I generally see this as a daydreamy, imaginative type of energy. Now, it's not just Pisces, even though I know I said it's almost every week we get a very similar energy up front, which is true. I've been seeing it extra across the whole entire zodiac. A lot of people are up in their heads recently. A lot of people are up in their heads lately. But it might be a little extra for the Pisceans in the coming days and weeks. Just know with this card, you might need some sort of outlet. I totally get it. Like Fantasyland and daydreaming, it's a nice escape sometimes, and it's important for planning, but Spirit could be asking you to bring those ideas, that inspiration out of the mental realm and into the physical. So any sort of art, any sort of creativity, writing, journaling, whatever it might be, express yourself. That's what that card is asking. So please, let's get into tarot. And I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote, a little vibe check. But yeah, I'm going to get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive, juicy stuff. I always find it interesting that that card comes out for Pisces so much. So let's see what we got here, my guys. And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. Super positive once again. So I'll say this, Pisces, in recent weeks, even if you've been going through tough things, there's been a super optimistic, positive energy that's been moving towards the Piscean Collective. Last week's reading was titled Big Breakthrough Incoming. So for a lot of you, if you've been working towards something or if you've been struggling against something, the energy of finally pushing through, getting to that other side was there in a huge way. So let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because it could be your vibe or someone you're linked to. So let's get it going here. What do we got for Pisces? What do we got for Pisces, my guides? Thank you. Okay. We're starting with a tower here. Now, not all towers are bad, but that is a very, very powerful energy for us to start off with here. We're going to revisit that. Let's get a couple more. I really need to build more cards around it to discern. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. So we do have a positive card. This is a very surprising type of energy. It really is. Both of these have aspects of surprise. You'll see when we start building this story. Okay. Let's get one more. Oh, all right. King of Wands on the back end. So I'm not necessarily seeing anything. I mean, of course, the tower could be a little bit of a warning sign, but we're going to have to go through this, Pisces. This is going to be a nuanced type of reading. We'll go through, I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, obviously the thing that's taken up my mind right now is this tower that we're leading off with. We also have fire on the back end. So we have tower, we have fire. These energies can be volatile. All of these cards could be surprising in their own right, but these two I generally see as positive before anything else. But let's work our way through one by one. Position number 1, we got the big bad tower. Obviously, I already mentioned it, even though the imagery, it can seem a little concerning. Not every tower is bad. I always like to preface that. So what do we think of with the tower? It's an energy of shock. This is an energy of the complete unexpected, the surprising, like I've been saying, so things that just come out of nowhere. This card could represent endings. This card could represent hitting the reset button on something or building something from the ground up. Take that tower down and rebuild stronger. So if something around you doesn't have a great foundation, like you might be experiencing tower moments. So whether it is surprise, whether it is shock, for good, bad, or indifferent, that's what the tower represents. Now, it is also very fiery, very powerful. This could represent the libido as well. So maybe some of you, the libido is going a little bit. It's a powerful energy, okay? And we'll keep it PG-13 there, okay, when we're talking about the tower. But for a lot of you, we really need to clarify to see if this is a positive tower or if there's going to be a challenge linking into this surprise and shock. Moving to the center, we have the Six of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. Now, it can be karmic because it does have the scale depicted on it. When I see this card, and it showed up in the Cancer reading as well, this is a card that is very giving. This is a card that is equal. When this card shows up, there might be something or someone or a situation you're wanting to give to in some sort of way, whether it's giving your energy, giving monetarily. This is one of my cards of gift giving as well. That's why I said it could be a surprise, like, because this often shows up when you want to surprise someone with a gift or someone surprises you with a gift. This can show up, even though it's not your birthday season. Like, who says you can't get a gift when it's not your birthday? But to me, this card could represent gaining balance or equality. So for some of you, if you've recently been through a tower moment, this card could be telling you, like, hey, things are going to start balancing out and equalizing soon. The one thing I always say about this card, though, is don't let anyone take advantage of your kindness in this time, because this card, very generous, very kind, very loving. So hopefully there's nobody like really taking advantage of that in this time. So be cognizant of that. Moving to the back end, we have the King of Wands. Could be a fire sign you're linked to. So Aries, Leo, Sag. When I see the King of Wands, this is a card that speaks about what you give your energy to. So you see, we have this tower, then we have two very giving type of cards about energy exertion. These are both cards of the outside world as well. When I get Wands, when I get Pentacles, these are outside world, not within. The King of Wands, if it's not a literal person here, is Spirit asking you to control that fire within you, control what you're feeding your energy into. Okay, so maybe you need to take a look at the tasks that you're giving your energy to, the people that you're giving your energy to. Spirit really might want you to like really take stock of that. Now, the King of Wands is action-based as well. Okay, like this is an entrepreneurial card. It's a let's get it done type of energy as well. So when we mix the fire on the back end with the energy of the tower in the front, there's a lot of push. There's a lot of energetic movement here, Pisces, and I really want to dive deeper on all of it. So let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Piscean people. Let's see what's up, guides and spirit team. What do we got? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that tower. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Pisces, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, tower time. Let's see what this tower is about. What do we got it here? And I know we're going to need to move to the Six of Pentacles too to possibly get the whole story about this tower. Okay. Yeah, there could be something that is bothering you in a big way, Pisces. We have the Three of Swords in the upright under this tower. There could be something where you're like, that's a damn shame. Okay, I'm not necessarily feeling like this tower is exactly something that happened to you, but there is some pain attached to it. There could be something that has happened or is happening where to you it's just like, that is a damn shame with this Three of Swords. Now, this card could be on a spectrum. This could be something from very minor to very major. Could be anxiety. It could just be heartbreak even as well. So I am getting a little bit of pain here up front. I don't feel like this tower is necessarily all good or bad just yet, because we have a positive card. We also have a negative card here as well. But there might be some sort of shocking situation or some shocking issue that has happened that it has your attention, whether it's happened to you or someone else you're linked to. you might be like, man, that is just a damn shame. Like, that's the vibe I keep getting here. So do with that what you will. I don't know, if you've been through towers, maybe you're having a hard time processing it, or maybe somebody or something's going to come in that will help you process this tower a little bit. We'll just have to see as we keep pressing forward, but not a huge fan of this vibe up front. We've all seen this card a million times, especially if you read and watch tarot, so you know what it means. And it makes sense having the Three of Swords underneath the tower. I do feel for a lot of you, this is not a very comfortable tower. Even if in the end, the outcome is better in the end, this doesn't feel like a comfortable shock at the moment. It's going to take a little while to process it. So let's go in on that Six of Pentacles. We're not going to spend too much time there. I'm not going to pound that message home. It is what it is, right? So why is that Six of Pentacles here? Yeah, shocking situation or issue for sure. So why is that 6? What's going on here? Thank you. All right, good. All right, so something might quell the fire a little bit. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Cups in the upright underneath the Six of Pentacles. You might be wanting to help somebody out here in a big way. And that's why I was saying, for a lot of Pisces, I don't necessarily feel like for all of you this is your tower, but there might be something that you want to help. Like, it's really pulling on your empathy. It's really pulling on that deep emotional tie that you have to the world around you. The Page of Cups is a card of conversation. It's a card of talking. It's a card of messages. So for some of you, this could be like a wide open back and forth talk that you need to have with someone. I'm getting those two main messages. So first off, if this isn't your tower, if that's someone around you where you're like, that sucks, I feel for you. You might really be wanting to help someone out in some sort of way, especially under the Six of Pentacles. You might want to lend a hand, assist in some way. But aside from that, with this Page of Cups and the Six of Pentacles all up next to this tower, there is some sort of important talk or serious talk that you might need to have to vent those emotions. If you've been through this tower and you are feeling that Three of Swords, like I was saying, you might really need to vent it out. And I was feeling it in the beginning too with this card. A lot of Pisces might need to vent, get something out, work through it. Don't internalize it and suppress it. So we're just going to leave that there. Like I said, for some of you, it could be a serious or an important talk. Let's move in on that King of Wands. Interesting stuff here. Very interesting how this is all laid out. So why is this King of Wands here for Pisces? Then we'll do our recap before the shadow card. So what's up with this King? Thank you. Beautiful. Yeah, gaining control, getting a foothold is something. We have the Emperor in the upright underneath this King of Wands. Okay. Yeah, this feels very protective right here on the back end for a lot of you. Even if you don't know, even if you don't feel it, I need to tell a lot of Pisces that you might be really protected in some sort of big way, like the eye of providence is upon you. That's the type of vibe I'm getting here. I know that's a odd saying. I don't think I've ever said that in a reading before, but I feel for a lot of Pisces, you need to know that. With the King of Wands and the Emperor, those are very similar types of energies. The Emperor could represent an Aries. These are powerful, take control type of energies. So whatever this tower is venting, all this stuff that's happening right here, there is a grounding force that will protect, that will watch over, that will make things right here on the back end with this Emperor. It is the divine masculine counterpart to the Empress, okay? And this energy is not going to let it spin out of control. So maybe that's you, okay? Maybe you're stepping into this energy. We're like, okay, things are a little hectic right now. We're going to get this on lock. We're going to control this situation. It's not going to get out of hand, okay? That's just the vibe I'm picking up here in a very, very big way, because these are both big boss type of energies, okay? So maybe for some of you, there's certain things happening around you where you need to really take the bull by the horns and you control the outcome. If not, I do feel this divine protection on the back end for Pisces. So beautiful type of energy, especially if you're on the cusp of Aries here with all this fiery energy, or you have fire placements. But let's go through and do a quick little recap here. I was picking up a lot of things, Pisces, then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have a little bit of a concerning alignment. We have the Tower with the Three of Swords in the upright. And for some of you, if this isn't your tower, if this is something happening to those around you, like I feel your empathy going out, like, damn, that's That's a shame. That's a damn shame that that happened to that person. But for some of you, if that is your tower, there might be some pain in grappling and dealing with that. But we kind of get a solution as we move forward, especially if you're going through shocking situations here, whether they're yours or other people's. In the center, we have the Six of Pentacles with the Page of Cups in the upright, a card that could represent you. So you might be wanting to help. You might want to make something better or fix something or do what you can to assist it. That's a huge vibe I'm picking up here in the center. If not, for a lot of you, this could be an important or serious talk that you need to vent things out, especially if you've been through this tower in this Three of Swords. Moving to the back end, this is where it gets beautiful and divine. We have the King of Wands with the Emperor in the upright, both very similar types of energies. We've got Aries energy there as well. Divine protection, the eye of providence is upon you, watching you, protecting you. It feels beautiful here on this back end. Either you're going to get a situation under control or Spirit is asking you to step up. Whatever all this is happening, whether it hit or not, Spirit is asking you to steer the bus in this time. So take that for what it's worth, Pisces. Please take a screenshot of it. We're going to get you a shadow card. Let's see what's in the shadows for Pisces. Guides and Spirit team, what's going on for my friends here? And you know me, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end. I feel like it's a nice introspective thing to do. Look within, whether it's something within your shadows inside you or whether it's something you don't quite see. I always feel like it's a nice thing to take a look at to end us off. So let's see what's up. What is in the shadows for Pisces? Thank you. Okay, we do have the Five of Cups here. So grappling with the feels, right? Someone grappling with the feels. Doesn't necessarily have to be you. And I know, once again, as part of the Pisces collective myself, I know we also get that reputation of we can sometimes carry a depression with us underneath the surface, right? That's something I've heard quite a bit about the Pisces collective. And I mean, it's true to an extent, right? Everyone carries and processes pain and sadness in their own type of way. But the Five of Cups is the River of Tears. So this could be something that is a little long lasting, that it might take you some time to work through. Okay, whether this is your pain or this is the pain of those around you. Because remember what we were seeing with the tower. Spirit is really asking you to like focus on it and work through it. Kind of like what we were seeing within the reading itself. Take the bull by the horns and steer this bus. Don't suppress anything either. Especially with the Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Let it out, get it out in some form or fashion when we have this alignment. So Pisces, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 3 winners for 3 different tarot decks. It will be a winner's choice this month. So if you want the Gilded Tarot, it's your choice. If you want the Witch's Tarot or anything under $40 US, 3 winners will be chosen. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what you think is the best use for tarot. Speaking to spirit, shadow work, inner work, confusion, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, in August, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you soon.